Welcome back to another episode of GregTech Community Edition Modern. It's time for us to prepare for the end. It is merely the beginning. Well, got a couple things prepared to get ready for our journey to the end. So the first thing that we're going to get done is we need to start making some carbon fiber meshes. I don't want to waste too much time. But we're going to get our nano muscle suit up and running. So, the first thing we're going to start on is we're going to get some polytetrafluorine melted down into ingots. Don't know why I have the cast mold still on me, but I do. And we're going to go ahead and withdraw that. Get that in here with a bunch of carbon dust. I actually have to grab out this other pack of it because we're also upgrading our backpack today to the max tier that I can get it to. But we do need these raw carbon fibers, and once we get those, we can upgrade our backpack, as well as if we put them in the compressor, we get a carbon fiber mesh and we get a carbon fiber plate. And this is what we use to make our suit. So we are going to need quite a bit of it, and it looks like we got a bunch of them out. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 for our backpack. The rest of them can get smushed down into the other things that we need, which I think we can just come straight up to our ULV compressor and let it do its job there. So we'll let that work while we come over and we start to upgrade our backpack. I'm going to make sure I don't have anything, just the leathers, anything I need to pull out so we can use. So first, upgrade from the steel to the aluminum. We need screws, the carbon fiber, and a blue alloy plate, which I've made up beforehand, as I noticed that was going to be a bit of a pain. Then we also need the stainless steel upgrade. I swear I put a sheet in there. What did I use it for? Let's go ahead and... Oh, did I... Just to take a look when I go upstairs anyways. Maybe it didn't extract? Only thing I can think of? No, it's right there. I don't think I automatically used it correctly. Oh. I put it away in the backpack. No, I didn't. But that was the last part we needed for our stainless steel backpack, and now look at all that inventory space for us to take to the end. The last thing I'd like to look at possibly getting upgraded is a stack upgrade. I don't even know. Oh, super chest. Okay, well that's not too hard. Where's the rest of the stack upgrades? One, we got a starter. Tier 1. Yeah, I don't really feel like crafting that up, so we're just going to do that. There's our craft there. We do need to make ourselves the goggles. Which I guess I just need my screwdriver out. I'll just come over and make it in the crafting table since we already have that. All in my inventory, and I don't really want that screwdriver to somehow disappear. Then we're going to get the carbon fiber meshes back in the compressor to make those plates. We should have enough battery. Oh, there's the fourth. I guess the fifth is downstairs. I'm not sure. Okay. And then for the last of the prep, I did need to go all the way down to the bottom. So we have some stuff in my backpack. So I have got a bunch of stuff so that I can make some handy tools for when we go there. Because I do want to actually set up a auto mining operation out there. Granted, I know it's not going to make a ton of stuff for us. But we do need... And we need a polytetrafluorethylene. That's right. That's why I had so much. God. That. I think this is enough for the two of them. Not quite. We'll need one more. But these make ourselves a ender fluid storage thing. Or not fluid storage. Ender link item. So we can transfer stuff like you could with the ender chests, which I guess are deprecated out of the pack, but I wonder if it uses something. But it has the ender storage stuff. I kind of wonder why that's in the pack. I think it's in the pack for the ender pearl dust, but I could be wrong. That's what I'm thinking. And then the last thing that I wanted to make requires this stuff. And that was... I got the battery in my inventory. Right? No, it's on here. No. It's right there. I wanted to make a prospector so that we can actually see what ores we will be mining when we get to that point too. So, the screwdriver away, put the prospector away up here. We can kind of move everything up here now because we've emptied out extra storage. Let's go ahead and slide that onto our back slot. And we'll go look at our fiber meshes. They should be done. And if those are done... I think we've got enough with that. Let's look at this. So we need screwdriver and wire cutters. I forgot about that needing extra stuff, so we'll take those out. Now for the helmet, we have everything. Screwdriver and wire cutters, a chest plate. It looks like it did consume the battery, so we are waiting a bit longer on our I think I need more. Something tells me that's not enough. But look at the pants. And the boots will need the wire cutter too. So let's go get that. Toss these into... I think the fastest way for me to charge them is to go over here. Pop these on out. Maybe? What if I put them on? Does that charge it? No, so I guess we'll just toss them in here. We do need them charged. Not there. We do need them charged up. So we can go fight the Ender Dragon. So we'll go grab a bit more carbon. I actually have some up here because I did set up a little raw oil not cracker, but like a way to get through raw oil. So we have raw oil enter, we get sulfuric, and naphtha. It's gonna be making regular naphtha. And then it comes up, we get some sulfur dust, and we get some carbon because that naphtha is being cracked and then made into tooling. So we can make more explosives to make more ender pearls, as you need 9 ender pearls to make the plates necessary for the ender link. Now, if we go downstairs... I don't think that's enough for what we are going to need, so I'll probably do up another one. Yeah, something tells me I need a little bit more than that. So let's put that in there. it should be 5 more pieces of carbon fiber, because it's 2 a piece. We'll get that in there. How are we coming along on the charge? Doing actually okay so far. I think the bigger concern with it is not only how are we doing on the charge, but how was my tank of benzene holding up? Right? Helps if you put your backpack on. Looks like it's doing good. Should be able to withstand the pressure and hold up what it has in there. Did do a little bit of fleshing out. I don't know if I showed this already, building up another platform out here. So I can have a multi-stage. I did show it off last episode. That is right. Where I could go downstairs, and I went up and down these stairs quite frequently. I just need another set of stairs that goes down the basement as I kind of get stuck where we're at, so. Almost done with those. And I will crack those up, and then I'll be back in a little bit after I wait for this stuff to charge up. As I may not need full charge, but I kind of would like it to be pretty close. Even if it's just half before we go out. We'll fight the Ender Dragon. Ooh, one more. Done. And now. 1, 2, 3. Snip. Snip. There we go. So I'll go pop this in, and I will be right back, guys. And so, the journey begins. The journey to the Ender Dragon. Honestly, love the armor set. Looks pretty dope. The only thing that would make it any better is if there was a some sort of gun to be like, I'm a trooper. I'm coming to get that Ender Dragon. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my jetpack on. I have no idea what happened to my hang glider, so it's gonna be a minute to get over there. And I'm not gonna make you guys sit here with me until I get there. So I'll meet you guys at the fortress, and see you then. Alright guys, we've made it. Seems like a little tiny stronghold apparently. Just kidding. Let's to start doing the other thing I'm not supposed to do in Minecraft. But we'll do it even faster. More water, seriously? What's up with this? Almost there. Really should be anyways. What kind of vein? What do we got over here? Sapphire, it says. Okay. There we are. So we are now in the stronghold, and we're going to figure our way around here. Okay, so let's just... Ooh, some manganese, that's actually pretty useful. Neodymium, not so much useful on that stuff. I need that stuff. So we'll put that away. Get all of that put away. I did find a one of those nether portal chests on the way over here. Had golden carrots and a golden egg in there, and I know the carrots aren't that useful in survival, but the golden apple definitely will be useful for the Ender Dragon. Now, it's been forever since I've gone through an actual stronghold, and it looks like the portal room is probably not there. Looks like another roofed area? Or is this the same one? I think it's different. Nope. Well, that doesn't look right. And over here. Apples, golden horse armor, pickaxe. Not really useful anymore. Isn't it supposed to be close to this? Let's see the stairs. Oop. A hole. That's what's up the stairs. And this is where we dug in. So I am running in circles already. Down here. Oop, there's more down. That should be the right way. Or down again. I know down isn't always the right way. It's like it doesn't look like the right way there. There's a bookshelf thing over here, which I'm inclined to take advantage of. Upgrade the enchanting table back at home. I think it's enough books. Up there. This is one of the reasons I don't exactly love the new, like, spawning stuff. Like, this would be reason number 2 after I think I expressed reason number 1 as caves are a little bit more pain in the butt to get through. But then a lot of the structures kind of got ruined with the way that caves spawn. Whereas it would be cool if they left the structure intact, but other than doing that, it kind of made it where the structure are all. The only other thing I could think of is that maybe I just keep digging down in the same spot. Gotta be close, because I... Actually, there may just be pockets of lava. Yeah, it sounds like it's just pockets of lava. Yeah. So I guess it's floating like that because of the position that I put into it being the squiggle thing. But I'll take a wander around here. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me meander through tunnels lost. So, be right back. So, I looked at the mini-map. It was literally right next to the room that we dug down in. It was quite literally buried behind a wall. Totally should have just looked at the mini-map, but... Ooh. Forgot about the auto. Jump. Let's go ahead and get ourselves stuff that we don't need out, put away. Grab out our Eye of Enders. It looks like we do need all 12. I do think that's something to do with this pack. Because it was like that in the other one. And there is our end portal opened. So we gotta leave the jetpack on until we get up there. But let's get on. Okay, right away. Buried deep in the ground. Let's get out. Find out where this dragon is. I wonder if we can tank any hits. So long as we have... We can. Okay. So we can swap in between the... two different things and just break everything. I honestly don't know how much damage we would end up taking otherwise, but let's just get it all done. It does totally feel shitty this way. But, I mean, what other way are we supposed to do this? Is to attack back. Do it the easiest way possible. And the last one here. We got it. Now, does he actually come down and perch like he did before? Or is this just going to be a chase him around fight? Okay, that basically did nothing. Let's find out how much this does. Where are you? Face my chainsaw. Okay. Ooh, come here. Quit running away. Seems fair. Come back. Come back. Finally, or something. Of course. That's when he takes off again. Almost done. I will say, one of the other things I found out in the dungeon that was a little bit sad, because I was going to make a bow on the spot. I know I didn't bring any arrows, but I could totally go grab some stuff to make arrows really quick. Is that this sword doesn't count as a Minecraft sword, and therefore it cannot harvest string from cobwebs. Minecraft the game over. See you guys next time. I'm gonna probably have to tone that down because I forgot how loud that stuff is. To come back for the egg another time. But while we're here, let's go ahead and see if we can find some ore to set up to mine. Oh, you know what? I forgot about it, but this would be the best way to do so. Palladium, bornite. Which one do we don't want the most? Probably not that one. Now, let's just take a look at what we got here. So, once we get to the end, it says we can get this circuit assembler. And that's because... Why? Weird. I know we need those circuits, but I guess... we need for the vacuum. So just more aluminum. Okay, well... let's look at this thing again. So it says over here. I guess we want to look at what's going to give us titanium. And I know it's not directly titanium that it gives us, but we're trying to get titanium. And the way that we get titanium is with a vacuum freeze thing here. We get it through either magnesium, and titanium. So we still need to retile. But we could get that either through element, aluminum, and bauxite. So we're looking for... I think... some element. So we're looking for a bauxite vein, I guess. And from the looks of it... not that one. Not that one. This one over here. So we want to turn to our left and come out this way somewhere. Let's see. Getting close. And I totally forgot about the far end, so I'll have to come over with some ender pearls at some point. But right there is where our thing is. So let's see. This covers a massive area. So if I do like right here in the center somewhere, just in a separate chunk. I don't want it to be in its own little chunk area, so I only have to load the one chunk. We could grab out all of our stuff to set up a miner. And I think we just need... forgot to put the end port on that other thing, so I hope we get this right the first time. We'll need that. Fuel. We will need our... there. Make sure this outputs to the top. I don't love strange sounds. I really dislike them. Okay. Let's see. We got some pitch blend. So again, what do we got in this area? So it's this entire area that's going to have it. Looks like we got quite a bit of ores in this area too. So it's going to take its time mining all of what we needed to. I don't know what pitch blend is for, but it'll be useful most likely. And the biggest reason I kind of wanted it to not be forgotten is now... oh, I would have almost gone back without... that was a big yawn. We've almost gone back without that. So we're going to do... so this will export... import? No, it will export. Okay. And we want it to be that. End miner. And then I think we just have the check mark and check mark. Cool, so it does make a channel list. Can we put that in there? What's that do? Doesn't seem like it does anything. We do want it to just send everything back, so it's going to go through its process. We do need to make sure that we've loaded this chunk. And then we can get the heck out of Dodge and make sure that we got this Ender thing working. I'll probably come back in my own free time to get more stuff. But we want to make sure that this Ender fluid thing, Ender item thing is working. Just skip past that. We don't need the credits. We ain't done here. We just think we're done. But we should be able to slap that on right up here now. Let's look at it. Put our jetpack on so we can look at it. Now we want it to import. Oh no, we got it wrong! We got it wrong! Oh, so wrong we are. Export. Ooh, boy. Well, time to go back to the end. We'll figure that out, and I will sort that out myself in the free time, because, like, yeah. Gonna make a hang glider, get back there with some ender pearls, and maybe go search myself for an Elytra. Not entirely sure how much time I want to spend on that, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!